Hello, everybody out there in YouTube world. I am the homie Nomad. Yep, the one and only. If there's another, he's the phony, because y'all already know me, man. And I just decided, man, it's a time. I always keep it real on my channel ever since I started this channel. You know, a lot of people don't really even know who I am, what's the significance to my channel, why I even did what I did about 5 years ago when I started this channel with Spike Fee. I was a homeless man, just merely a homeless man. A man that I self-titled myself as a nobody that's trying to tell everybody about somebody who can save everybody. And I know sometimes when you get to thinking about somebody who can save everybody, everybody think like one man can't save the world or one man can't do it by himself. And that may be true, but another truthful fact is it's going to start with one man. If the world is going to be changed, it's going to start with one man. The first man going to have to take the initiative first. And so I see a lot of good, positive, optimistic things going on in the world. But then even more so now, I'm seeing a lot of negative, dark, secretive, it's just a lot going on that we don't understand, I'll say, for a better choice of words. And I feel like during these times, when you got things going on already that people don't understand, we can't put our hands on, we can't figure it out. What we need is more understanding, understanding, and overstanding. And the way that you get that is clarity. People being more clear with you, things that you can see clearly. And anybody that's being vindictive, manipulative, or conniving, it's trickery. And so we have to learn how to see through it. And I'm saying, how I'm gonna do my duty is, these are my confessions here, man. You know, I was homeless, and I'm still actually homeless in the sense of the word of not having your own home. Yes, I live here with my mom. But when I first came home from prison years ago, I couldn't come to nobody. I didn't have a friend that would let me stay with them. And so with that being said, man, I was swinging from pillar to post, you know, on this couch surfing, you know, didn't even know how I was going to figure it out. To this day, well, until last year, I got my first job last year. And I've been struggling for like 5-6 years without a job. And my thing is, I just wanted to go live with my real life situation to show people that it's only until you embrace your situation is when you can have a change, or when change comes. If I would have sat around acting like I had it all together, fronting like I had everything that I needed when I know that I didn't, acting like me and my family was on great terms and doing good and we all got it all together when we don't, then I would have set myself up for failure. And I would have been projecting a lie to the people and to my community. So it was me saying, I want to be real with myself and embrace my struggle. And I don't mind telling everybody the truth about my struggle, okay? And so here it is, 5 years later on YouTube, being honest about the guy who was actually homeless, singing for food on the streets. I've actually been inside of plenty restaurants singing for a meal. I went inside, my first video was inside of McDonald's singing for a Big Mac. Now, a lot of people, pride would not allow them to do what I've done. But pride in the eyesight of God is not good. And sometimes we need to set pride to a side to get moving, to get doing what we know we need to do. And so I'm going to be honest with y'all. It was not an easy thing for me to face my adversities and embrace the situations that has been transpiring in my life, as far as poverty and me not having what I needed to suffice in the world. It was only when I chose to have an open mouth and speak the truth about my situations is when things begin to change for me. So that revelation proved to me that more outspoken people talking about their adversities, their trials, their tribulations, their situations and circumstances that they're going through in life, telling you how they dealt with them, how they affected them, and how they found ways to maneuver around them, that can help us. But no, if everybody sit up and act like they got it all together and like they perfect and they got it all figured out, then that can keep you from getting the help that you could possibly need. But then also you can minister to others about your situation so that they can find ways to deal with it when they're going through it. So I realized that a lot of people all around the world began to follow me. Not because they thought I was cool, or because they thought I had money, or because they thought I was wearing the name brand clothes, or because I was signed to the biggest label, or because of the cars and the jewelry. None of that they didn't follow me for. They followed me because they saw somebody who was going through a struggle, and I embraced my struggle. I was still smiling. I was still happy. No matter what I was going through, I did not feel like what I was going through. I did not display the aura and the energy from myself as what it looked like that I was going through, and that made people gravitate towards me. Well, now, that was in the beginning. As things begin to progress, YouTube began to monetize my channel. My music begins to go out a little bit into iTunes. I only put out like 1 or 2 songs because I never really had the proper backings and the assistance that I needed. But no excuses. Doing everything basically on my own with the help of the bare minimum. Shouts out to Brian, you know, my brother Brian James, and my sister Icy. The main help that I had for down through the years, I basically had no other help. And so I'm very proud of the accomplishments that I've achieved. I've over exceeded the expectations that I've had on myself as a homeless man. And even to this day, when I tell people that I'm homeless, as they see the way I wear it, they see the clothes that I have or the possessions that I've acquired down throughout the years, they're still skeptical as to whether or not I'm homeless. And that don't really baffle me anymore, because I do know that, you know, it's easier now to believe a lie than it is to believe the truth. People would rather be lied to these days, and they will eat it up before the truth is right here in your face and you won't accept it. And I'm past all of the fitting and proving and trying to prove that I'm homeless, because the truth about it is, you're now looking at a homeless man who, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not going to even choose to say homeless anymore. If you don't know what a nomad is, I'm going to rightfully claim today that I am no cash, the nomad. Because I'm not homeless as in the sense of that I'm struggling. Right now, it's people around the world right now who are opening their homes to me, and they say, hey man, come here, no cash. Hey, come here, no cash. And now they see my personality, my character, my intellect. You know, they see my vision, my mission. And they hear my message. So these people can resonate with me. A lot of them are kindred spirits. And they open their doors to me. They're like, look, you can come stay with me, no cash. So it's not a fact of me needing a place to stay as the reason of me letting you know that I'm homeless. That's me embracing my truth. And until you out there on the other side of this camera embrace your truth, regardless of what your truth is, your truth may not be homelessness. Your truth may be you are struggling with addiction. Your truth may be whatever your stronghold is on your life. You have to face it. Stop living a lie. Put aside your pride. And you're going to conjure up and summons the right kindred spirits in your life that can resonate with you enough to help get your life on track. Now, 4 or 5 years later, here I am. People see me, you know, riding in a car that someone gave me. They see my life making a turn for the better. And now most people ain't following my movement because it doesn't look like a struggle. You know, because I'm not in holy clothes where you see the ripped up clothes. I decided to keep the ripped concept going. But they don't see the holy clothes anymore, the holy shoes, I don't look like a struggle anymore. And so now it's not so attractive to the people, which is fine. But what I'm getting more to now is to be more honest with you guys about my message. And if y'all remember, when I came into this game, I came in as no cash, no cash, because I had none. But I also wanted y'all to see that without cash, you can use your talents and your gifts and your craft and your skills to make room for you. That's the way to do it. There's really no other way, no other better way to get to the bag. But I also wanted you guys to know that the bag is not so much more important than the skill or the craft, you know? And so a lot of times we, in my society, in my community, we put money over everything, man. We'll say it, MOE, money over everything. We'll say it a lot of times like we value money more than our friends and our families' lives. We value money more than lives, and we say it all the time. We even treat our people like such. And when you look at the times that we're going through right now during this COVID whatever situation they're talking about, I don't even want to like to say it too much because the algorithms can pick up on it. You can see that money is not the biggest thing that's going to help us these days. Yes, you see President Trump just gave out $1,200 stimulus across the globe, across America. But $1,200 is not going to save you throughout this time. I just want y'all to understand that. Money is not the thing that we're going to need. What we're going to need is a togetherness, a understanding. We're going to need to unity. And we're going to have to use our intellect and our crafts and our skills to make room for ourselves. It's not going to be money, y'all. And I think, y'all, we are sadly mistaken if we're still thinking it, because the system is crashing right in front of our face. Some of the biggest, highest businesses that makes the most dollars in America is shut down. NBA, NFL, Las Vegas, Nevada, where all of them gazillions of dollars is being made. Everything is shut down. Celebrities are quiet. Most of the richest people in the world are shh. They're not really telling us anything. They're mute. We don't know anything. We're confused. And so I'm sent here to give you guys a realistic message that if we don't get ourselves together, we're doomed. If we don't become more self-sufficient, like y'all saw me striving and struggling doing for myself, I am the voice of the struggle. I am the postal boy of homelessness, to show people that you don't have to look like what you're going through, and what you're going through don't make you who you are. It doesn't define who you are. All right? But you can let it mold you into being a better you. And so I'm going to start going live more about my situation. Like, as things begin to progress for me, I begin to shelter myself a little more. I'll begin to meet people like my wife, who didn't want her life being exposed, which is her right, and I understand that. But that's not how my life is lived. That's not how I teach people. I teach by example. I lead by example. The best way to give people an example is through your experiences, things that I personally went through. So that makes me more equipped, more qualified to advise you. But a lot of people got into my life, even my mom, my family, and certain people. They was like, look, don't put me on that camera. Don't tell nobody nothing about my business. And so I began to have to move a certain way to not hurt other people's feelings. But it's that devilish thing right there. That's how the devil works, in secrecy. When he can trick you to not say something about something that needs to be said. When the devil can trick you to not admit something that needs to be admitted, or not take responsibility for something that needs you to speak up for it, that's how we lose. And so I'm going to vow to myself here today in this video, I'm never going to let nothing make me hold back on the trials, tribulations, struggles, shortcomings, circumstances, and situations in my life. I'm going to openly talk about this thing. I'm going to give y'all more dialogue about life and the realness thereof, because people are fake with us these days, man. And a lot of people don't know how to be real. Like right now, people are not going to tell you these $1,200 stimulus that's going around is not what is going to save us. That $1,200 is going to go so fast like that on food and little things that you're backed up on till you're going to look around and you're going to be back in another situation that you don't even know how you got in or how you're going to get out of. But I'm going to be talking to you guys here on this platform about ways that we can change things, prepare ourselves for the worst to become more self-sufficient, to where as though we don't have to lean and depend so much on convenience stores in society. Because the more convenient the grocery stores and convenience stores makes it for us, the more dependable we're going to be, the more unstable we're going to find ourselves. And you guys don't understand it because it's easy to have things handed to you, or it's easy to get things the easy way. But if you understand that the same people that feed you, they can starve you. So if you're dependent on a person to give you or to feed you or to show you the way or to give you food, that same person could hinder you, can stop you from going the way, could not give you food, and can starve you. You give them the power, whoever them may be, whether it's your family, your mom, your dad, your community, the government, the president, whoever. We got to get our stuff together, people. And now is the time. There's no better time than now to stop making excuses and make time, because time is all we have. Some of us, all we're doing is sitting down in the house doing a bunch of nothing, complaining, talking about negative news, worried about coronavirus, stressed, depressed, anxiety, and all of these things is wear and tearing on our mind, our immune systems, and our spirits. And so therefore, you're not going to be no good for no one anyway. You're no good for yourself. You're no good for your kids around you now who's home from school with nowhere to go, who needs your assistance, who needs your guidance. We need each other. But if we don't know how to get together, come together, and be there for each other, y'all, we're going to be doomed. And when I say we, I'm talking about we as a whole, the human race of people, all of us together. But even more so, it starts with home, my people, African-American people. We must do better for ourselves. I mean, yes, reparations sounds good. Yes, we may be owed something from America. Yes, we could use some help. We are at the bottom of the totem pole. But the truth of the matter is, we're going to have to help ourselves first. People help those who help themselves. And there's a whole lot more. We got to do better. And I'm not saying it's our fault. In no way. And I'm not saying we deserve what we've been going through. But what I am saying is we gonna have to make a difference and make a change about what's going on in our lives first before anybody else do. And so I vowed today on this channel, after this video, to bring y'all up close and personal more with my life, more with the intricate things that took place. You know, I met a lot of these celebrities. I used to work hand in hand with Big Daddy Kane, a legend in the game. A lot of people can't say that. I mean, you know, Big Daddy Kane helped with Jay-Z's career. One of the biggest moguls in the game right now. Big Daddy Kane had influence and had his hands in on Jay-Z's career. That same man had his hands in on my career before I went to prison. That same man came and opened up and hosted my show for me when I came out of prison. Still was in support of me. But what I understand and got an understanding about a lot of these celebrities and a lot of contracts and a lot of industry business and a lot of things where money is concerned, and big money, man, there's a lot going on, more than meets the eye, and a lot that we don't understand. And I'm going to begin now to open up my book and let y'all know some of the things that y'all don't know about me. You know, if you want to really get up close and personal with who I am, where I came from, who had a hands in on my life, celebrities or whatever, anybody who was ever helping and, you know, tried to contribute with my movement, I'm going to openly let you guys know, because when y'all look at my homeless image as the homeless man singing for food out here, you know, the guy who openly told the whole world that he was homeless, none of y'all really understand. None of y'all really know where I came from. You're looking at the homeless image and you just drawing your own conclusion, just like you do about homeless people in your society. You don't know what I've accomplished. You don't know what I got going on, what I've had, who's ever been in my support. A lot of people don't know that. You can't look at a person and tell that. That's how you judge a book by its cover. But now I'm going to open up my book. And I know I've been an open book thus far, but a lot of things came and transpired in my life and caused me to suppress that. And I've noticed I wasn't myself. It made me muffled. It made me suffocated. And I didn't feel like I was the righteous brother that I know that I am. I didn't feel like I was being real with the people because I was protecting other people's innocence. But I'm not going to do that anymore because it's about self. Self-preservation is the first law of nature. And if I'm going to help anybody, I first got to help myself. And so I vowed today on this video to let y'all know these are my confessions. On my channel, y'all going to see real things happen. Y'all going to start hearing me talk about real life struggles and situations that not only I went through, but people around me is going through. And I'm talking about real life deep stuff that is needed in order for us to bring a change about in our communities. Like the drugs, the violence, the poverty, the real life issues that we're struggling with right now that I'm going to tell y'all the truth, I can't really even worry about coronavirus so much when I look at the other circumstances and situations that my people are faced with here in the hoods and in the urban areas of America. And so when you got people worrying about their next meal and they're hungry and they don't have a place to live, how can we be sitting here worried about a sickness that we ain't got yet? Or worried about a flu or a cold or a virus that could possibly make you sick, but you can get over it. You see, I ain't got no food on my table for tonight. And I haven't eaten anything all day yesterday or day before yesterday. 2 days I haven't eaten anything and I don't have food on my table for tonight. I don't really too much give a damn about a COVID-19 or a Rona. You feel me? That ain't the first and foremost thing that we need to worry about on our plates in urban societies who's going through a realistic struggle, man. My people are going through something and been going through something for years. So my heart goes out to the people who are dealing with COVID-19 in a major way. My heart goes out to those who have loved ones who passed away, because truthfully something is going on out here with this thing. But it's not what we think it is. And I'd like to say rest in peace to all of the lost people that we've lost due to this pandemic. But we need to open up our eyes and realize there's more than meets the eye. And if we ourselves don't get to the bottom of this situation, we're going to let people lead us to our demise. And I refuse to let that happen over my dead body. Everything that I can do, everything that I can say, if I can use my life as a compass of how I deal with negatives and positives in my life to be an example, to show you guys how you can use me to get yourself together, I'm going to be the person to let you do that. I'm going to let you use me. All right? So I feel like if you can't be used, then you're useless. Okay? So use me. Just don't let people misuse you. And I'm here for y'all, man. My comment section is opened up. Any question you'd like to know, any videos you would like for me to share. Yes, I'm going to get back into singing and entertaining and stuff, but I'm not in a rush to do that, because right now it's not all about fun and games. It's not all about being entertained and pacifying things, because after the music plays and after the drums roll and after the highs goes away, we still got to face this reality. We still are going through something in our lives that is unbearable to a lot of people. And it's a very serious matter that requires our attention first. So with that being said, y'all are going to see me use my platform to be more open and honest about my financial status. Y'all going to see me use my platform to be more open and honest about my family situations, how I'm dealing with being a father, how I'm dealing with being a husband, how I'm dealing with being a son, how I'm dealing with being a brother, how I'm dealing with being the man that I am in my life, with all of my good and all of my bad, because that makes me who I am, not just your good. And you're not supposed to try to just cover up your bad. You work on and you deal with your bad. You face your adversity. You work with the negatives in your dark places to make you a bigger and a greater vivid picture. You get that? That's how you make pictures. You work with the negatives of the pictures in a dark room, and in that very dark room, working with your negatives, you can make a vivid picture. And so I'm a realistic poster boy in real time to show y'all that that's what I'm doing. And no, I don't got it all figured out. My life ain't where I want it to be, and I don't have it all together. But as a homeless man struggling for the past 4 or 5 years, I worked on my credit and got my credit right. I have a damn near 700 credit score as a homeless man. I know I don't have the income and the revenue streams coming in like I should, but that's a start. I know people who has a job and they have apartments and things like that, and they don't have good credit. So these are the things that I'm going to be opening up my platform to show people ways of how we got to get our lives in order to play the game the way that it needs to be played, because there are systems implemented around us and put in place to hold us back if we don't know how to work the system. If we don't know how to use the systems in our favor, these things that has been set up, which black people have been falling victim, African Americans have been falling victim to our ignorance for the longest. And the Bible told us, my people perish from their lack of knowledge. So lack of knowledge is just ignorance, to not know. And so I'm going to use my platform to ring the alarm, blow the whistle about every aspect of my life that I'm dealing with that can actually demonstrate to you guys ways on how to deal with your life and not stress and worry so much and face adversities in a realistic way and be brave and strong. See, because being brave doesn't mean that you're not afraid or you're not scared. Being brave just means you face the adversity in the midst of the fear, in the midst of being afraid and scared. You still move on and do what you got to do, because that's what being brave is. And I know that I'm brave. A lot of you guys are brave too, but you just got to dig way down deep inside of yourself and pull it out and find it. And you got to use it. And I'm here to help. So, like I said, these are my confessions. If you don't know who I am the homeless man that went viral singing for food, singing in restaurants, getting food, singing on the streets, brightening people's lives, and just using my talents and my gifts to make room for myself. And then I believed that my talents and my gifts would bring me before great people. And that's what I'm doing now, talking to a lot of great people here. My audience is one of the greatest audience on YouTube, if you ask me, because we are really bonding with each other. We are really having a connection in a way that y'all are realistically reaching out to me in ways and feeling like, got me feeling like you are my family more so than people who are blood related to me. And so I want to say salute to all of my Cashiers family, all of my fans, friends, followers, everybody who supports me from afar, wherever you are, overseas. When this COVID thing blow over, I'm going to reach out and touch my people. No Cash, the Nomad, is coming to a city, state, country near you with your assistance. I'm going to open myself up, man, to be the living example that we need to help get our life on tracks. Hands on. You can't do it behind a computer, behind a camera, and all in social media world. Hands on with my people is what I'm getting. So anybody that want to love and embrace on me, want to get to know me, want to use my life as an example of how you can get your life intact and things and ways that we can do things better to have more in our lives, I'm going to help with every fiber of my being. I'm going to do my best to help you guys. All right? I want y'all to know money is a tool, and it's a system that was put into place for us to use. But money is not everything. And if you don't understand that now, you better quickly get a grasp on it, because if you're making your decisions during these times for money, you're sadly mistaken. That's what our celebrities are caught up in right now. All of the contracts and deals they've signed, they can't talk and help us. They can't use all of this money that the powers that be has helped them accumulate it to even help us. All of them have gazillions and millions of dollars. They can't even put 100,000 together a piece to come and do things for us the way that they want to, because it's a trick. It's all smoke and mirrors. And when they can get you to dance a tune for a dollar amount, they know that you will sell out. But I'm trying to let y'all know, yes, I sing for y'all. Yes, I entertain y'all because those are my God-given gifts. I don't get paid my worth for it. And I don't sell myself the way that celebrities does in the way that society says that I should. And it's because I feel like I should use my gift to help people more so than selling. And this whole business thing of selling to our people and wanting to get a dollar from our people is kind of the friction that's between us to keep us from coming together. Because no dollar amount should keep me from helping a brother in need. If I could do that, if I could afford it, then it's our duty, man, to help lift each other up and show each other the way. It starts with you and your family first, but then it goes out into your neighborhood and your community. And then it goes from your neighborhood and your community to your cities, and from your cities into your states, and from your states into your country, and country upon country. And then that's how we all make a better place for us to live in. And so instead of me sitting around just being quiet, man, looking at the scrutiny, seeing people live lies, stand behind lies and hide behind lies and be secretive and hide the truth about the struggles that we're facing in a real lifetime when we got to deal with them anyway, whether you be secretive and hide it or not, you still got to go through it. I'm not doing that anymore. I vowed not to do that anymore. And I just ask for y'all to pray for me as I choose the journey of a nomad, and I choose the journey of truth, facts, and enlightenment for my people. And that's what I vow to do, henceforth and forevermore. So I'm going to start doing live talks on here. Like I said, leave a comment down in the comment section. Let me know topics that y'all want me to talk about. Anything you want to know about me, my life, my adversities, my strengths, my success, whatever. I hold no punches. I'm an open book. So get at me. All right? If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications bell. Make sure you turn the bell on that says all, because the content that I'm going to be giving y'all now, you're going to be shocked. I'm going to be going and doing research from research that I've already did. And I'm going to be sharing things that I'm finding during these times that I know a lot of you guys are not up on. I know you guys are not privy to, but you need to be in the know. You need to be in the know. And so before I fault you guys for not knowing, or I be down on people for being ignorant, it's my duty to do my best to enlighten. It's my duty to do my best to share the information and try to help and teach before I be hard on people. And that's what you need to stop doing too. When you see somebody who don't know something, don't be so hard on them until you take time to try to teach them or help them. Advise them. That's how each one teach one, and that's how we reach one. That's our responsibility. And that's what we have lost as human beings in this realm of the world. Every other creature works together. The bees work together. The ants work together. Every other species of creature knows their duty. A school of fish swim together. A flock of birds flock together. They all know what they're supposed to be doing and getting it done for the greater good of the whole. We as human beings are the only ones who seem to have it misconstrued and confused. But I'm here to help get that back on track. The homie No Cash, the Nomad, I am not going to be saying homeless anymore. Even though I don't have a home, that's the honest to God's truth. Whether you want to believe it or not, that's fine. Believe a lie. But I'm going to be spewing nothing but truth and facts here. And I guarantee you, if you are receptive enough to receive it, it will help you in your life. You will be able to use the message, the meat from this message in your mission to help you move forward. All right? That's a promise. Once again, no. That's a promise. And I never make a promise that I can't keep. That ain't me. There's no way to get around it. Now you're stuck with me, baby. 'Cause there's nowhere to get around it by my love and ecstasy. My bad. I just had to do that. I just had to do that. Once again, I am the homie No Cash. And I'm signing off with a big 10-4. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe button, stay tuned in, comment, let me know if you got any questions. Reach out, man, right there in the comment section. Ask. Put away the pride. Put pride to a side, and let's do the work that it takes to build a better community and a better humanity for us to reside in. Once again, I'm the homie NoCast signing off with a big 10-4. Over and out. Peace and love. Stay well and be blessed. And remember, this too shall pass, and the best is yet to come. Holla at your boy.